Hello everyone who's into homebrew and craft beering. Just looking at my setup here for essentially a all grain setup with a hot liquor tank. Got a mash tun here ready. I'm going to put some warm water in it just to warm it up a bit, and then got the kettle for boiling the actual liquor stroke wort. We'll be brewing today essentially a porter, so we'll be using the various different hops, as you can see here. The Willamette hops, that's a 24 crop, it's 6.6% alpha acids, and then we've got Challenger next to it, which is again 2014 crop, 7.36 alpha acids, and there's going to be some vanilla pods added in during the fermentation process. So we've got Maris Otter as the main grain, and then a mixture of grains in here, which I'll add later, which obviously give the colour. Sparging kit, never been used, so that'll be fun. Irish moss obviously, and then various paraphernalia to actually sort out with the rehydration of yeast, and then obviously taking off a few bits from the actual filtering system when we do the grain bread. And here's my stainless steel wort chiller. Had to tweak the nuts this morning because it was leaking a little bit, but first time to use it also, should be good fun. See how we go. So kettle's on, water's in here, got my thermometer. We're around about 28 degrees at the moment, roughly. Right, so the next thing that I'm going to be tackling is putting in some bottled water. I have a filter on our system here, which doesn't mean that the water comes out particularly well, because we've got polyphosphate going into it at the moment. So I bought some still Scottish Highland water, which has got a pH of around about 7.4, which is a bit on the high side, but as I'm making a porter it shouldn't make too much difference. So I'm going to put in around about 11-12 litres worth of water into the kettle, and then obviously get it up to temperature. My mash tun is already getting up to temperature here, 45 degrees. Boiling the kettle just to add some more warmth into it, just to get some warmth into the actual mash tun. So this will take a bit of time. So we've done the mash. It's been in there for just over an hour. Hot liquor tank, and boil kettle. So I'm now going to draw off some of the liquor, pour it back in. Sparging in process. Circulation again. Smell is phenomenal. So now we're at the point where the kettle is starting to get close to the boiling point. And the extract fan is on, trying to take away some of the steam. It's always important to do this stage without putting the lid on the kettle. You get basically stop some of the proteins from getting into the beer, and you essentially get rid of some of the sort of harmful, some of the harmful dealiness which can be formed in the beer otherwise. So this can take a while. I mean, this has been sat in the hob now for a good 20 minutes, getting to temperature. So even though this is a burner which is designed for a wok, it's still taking a while to get to temperature. So once we've done that, we'll the boil will be adding the Challenger hops in. So Challenger hops here. You can see, hopefully, the Challenger hops. It smells fantastic, as it normally does. So hopefully everything comes together fairly shortly. So I think we're getting close to the hop rate now. As you can see, it's taken about 45 minutes or so on my hob here to get to this point, but we're getting close. So once we've got a good rolling boil on, then I'll put the hops in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this, but to me this feels the right thing to do. Really got to get that break. And my burner's full on here, so in the time that I've been waiting for this to boil, I've been surfing the internet to try and see what type of burners are available in the UK. I must say, in the US you have a lot of choice. In the UK we don't have many people that can actually supply these things, so we're going to have to do quite a bit of hunting to see if I can find a good supplier for either butane or propane. But as you can see now, we've got a good rolling boil. Not sure we've got a break yet, so obviously we're still not quite to temperature, but it's looking good from my point of view. Okay, time is now 4:30. It's had an hour and a half boiling. I'm just about to add the last of the hops in. Just to give it some flavour. Let it soak in. And then I'm going to do the cold break now. So the water chiller is in. It's been sterilising in here as well. There's the water chiller. See, it's going to go down, and now I'm going to switch it all on. So my water chiller has been running now for probably about 35 minutes, and just have the lid to cover over. Because this was already in the pot, I've left it in here, getting to around about 35 degrees, 34 degrees, so still a little way to go to get it fully cold, but I think we're doing okay. Probably another 10 more minutes, I would say, and it will be good. Okay, final shots now. The temperature is around about, according to the LED thing, around about 28, so it's still a bit too hot to pitch, even though I drained it from the kettle from that height. The made a yeast starter, so hydrated the yeast and starting the process off. So with luck, I can then just pitch it in when it gets to the right temperature. But that's the first porter. It's meant to make 20 odd litres, but I seem to have got around about I guess 17, 18, so I've lost quite a bit in the boil-off process. So I'm just learning exactly how much water I need when I'm making it. A bit of a spill over there, but can easily clean that down. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Many thanks. So I kept a record of today's brew. It's the first one with the full whole grain with mash. Started off with 11 litres of water, added a further 2 litres because I felt it was a little bit on the light side. Pre-boil was 1040, after boil was 1051, so sugar content's gone up a little bit. And you can see the hydrometer here. So all in all, not bad.